The story begins. Our heroine Alex tries on a new dress and asks her boyfriend Finn, "How does this look?" Finn barely looks and says, "Yeah, it's fine." Annoyed, Alex goes to try another dress. Finn, by the way, is a total foodie. Alex brought a salad from home and he's eating it like he hasn't eaten all day. Alex warns him, "Stop now, your stomach will burst." Then she takes him to her house where there's a baby shower ceremony. Alex has two older brothers and one of their wives is pregnant. There, all the auntie and moms start giving Alex the usual advice. Get married, have kids, settle down. Alex gets irritated. Finn had already told her, "If people bother you, scratch your ear. I'll know it's the signal to escape." And that's exactly what happens. She scratches her ear, and Finn does the same. They laugh and head to her bedroom. Finn reaches first, but Alex gets stopped by relatives. Inside the bedroom, Finn gets fully prepared for her, even plays music and starts dancing. Meanwhile, her brother's kids run upstairs while playing and enter Alex's room by mistake. They see Finn dancing like that and get shocked. Finn quickly covers himself. But kids being kids, they run downstairs and shout to everyone, "Uncle is dancing naked upstairs." After everyone leaves, Alex and her mom lie together in Elizabeth's bedroom, hugging each other. Elizabeth says, "Sweetheart, I wanted to talk to you all day, but I never got the chance." She even jokes about Finn. "Your boyfriend seems very romantic." Then she asks, "You always wanted to be a teacher, right? But now you're working in marketing at my cosmetics company. Does that bother you?" Alex says, "Not at all, Mom. I'm proud to work in your company. I just want to stay close to you." She adds, "I've also decided to move in with Finn to share his room and save money." Elizabeth replies, "He's cute, but think carefully. He still plays video games all day. No job, no income. Anyway, I wanted to tell you something important." Before she can say it, Alex understands. "Has it come back again?" Elizabeth nods. "Yes," Alex says, "but when you had cancer the first time, treatment worked. We can try again." Elizabeth hugs her and says gently, "Not this time. The doctor said it won't help now. Treatment will hurt me more than the disease. I'm only worried about you, how you will manage after I'm gone." Yes, Elizabeth has cancer again. Alex cries, "Mom, how will I live without you?" The very next scene shows Elizabeth's funeral. She passed away. After the funeral, relatives gather at the house for food. Finn shows up with his plate full of food as usual. Alex's father is there too, but she doesn't talk to him properly. They don't get along. Soon, everyone leaves to meet Elizabeth's lawyer, who has her will. On the way, Alex's brothers discuss who will get the expensive painting, who will get the house, etc. One sister-in-law says confidently, "Alex has been managing the cosmetics company, so surely it's in her name." At the office, they see a young man sitting there. "Who are you? Where's the lawyer?" they ask. He says, "I'm the associate lawyer." Alex jokes, "You look like a college kid." He introduces himself as Brad, and he knows all their names. He says, "Your mother had me write her will. Even in her last days, her sense of humor was still the same." Brad starts reading the will. Elizabeth gives her expensive painting to one son, another property to the second son. Everyone starts noting down what they got. Elizabeth writes that the house where Alex currently lives can be used by the children for only 90 days. After that, there are no instructions. They can't tell whether to sell it or stay in it. One son asks, "Why can't we sell the house?" Alex says, "Mom loved that house. We all grew up there. Maybe that's why she didn't want it sold." Then comes the cosmetics company, the one Alex worked so hard for. Each child will get 20% shares, but those shares only have value when the company becomes public. Until then, the kids can't do anything with them. The remaining 40% shares in the CEO position go to one of the daughters-in-law. Alex is shocked. She worked day and night for 3 years, and now everything goes to her sister-in-law? Even the sister-in-law is surprised. Elizabeth even gave the head of marketing position, Alex's own job, to the same daughter-in-law. Alex finally breaks down and asks Brad, "Why did my mother do this? Did she tell you anything?" Brad says, "No, but she left a letter for you." The letter says, "After hearing the will, meet Brad alone. He'll explain some things." But Alex is angry. "I worked so hard for that company. Mom always called me her favorite, yet she didn't leave me anything. How is that fair?" Brad calmly says, "Don't rush to conclusions. Your mother was very smart. She always had a reason. You two were very close. She must have planned something good for you. Please trust her." Then he gives Alex a CD. "This is something your mom left only for you. Watch it. I hope you have a CD player." Alex says, "My boyfriend has one. He plays video games on it all the time. But what my mom did, even after dying, feels unfair." "Fine, I'll watch it. My lawyer will contact you. Be ready with answers." She leaves angrily. Brad whispers to himself, "I am your lawyer. Who else are you waiting for?" Alex comes home crying. She opens the envelope right away. Inside, she finds a folded piece of paper. When Alex was 13, her class had an assignment. Write a list of all the things you want to do in life, a life to-do list. Alex had written her list back then, and Elizabeth had kept it safe for years. Now Brad finally gives it back to her. The list said, I want to be a great teacher, make peace with dad, learn to play mom's favorite song on piano, help someone and make a positive change in their life, do stand-up comedy someday, get a tattoo. Her mom wrote in red ink, no need, don't do this, camp under the full moon, read the book Moby Dick, learn to drive, find true love, play one-on-one with a famous basketball player. This was the list Alex made when she was only 13. Then Alex takes out the CD her mother left for her. Elizabeth appears on the screen and says, sweetheart, I know you're angry. You're upset because I didn't leave you anything, and I even took away your job. But if you still believe your mother would never hurt you, then listen calmly. She shows the old to-do list. You made this when you were 13. Back then, you knew exactly what you wanted in life, but now you're grown up. And tell me honestly, do you have any clear goals now? Any dreams? No, right? I feel like you've forgotten who you are. You're just choosing the safest path and walking on it without thinking. Your first dream was to become a teacher, but you never tried to follow it. And about the tattoo, forget it. It will look terrible, she jokes. And about true love, I know you love Finn, but I don't think he is your real love. When I was alive, I protected you from everything, but now I can't. So I've given you some tasks. As you finish each task on this list, Brad will give you one CD from me. And when you complete all the tasks, you'll get a red envelope. That red envelope has the real gift I want to give you. We'll meet again in the next CD. Bye, sweetheart. The video ends. So yes, friends, now it's clear that Elizabeth must have had a strong reason behind everything she did. Alex tells her friends the whole story. One friend asks, why do all this just for inheritance? The other says, of course she has to. Without inheritance, how will she manage? Then one of them asks, by the way, do you even know if Finn is your true love? There's a simple way to check. Ask yourself 4 questions. If all 4 answers make you think of Finn, then he's your true love. The 4 questions are, can you share anything in your mind with your partner openly? Does he treat you with love? Does he understand you well enough to bring out the best version of you? Can you imagine him as the father of your children? If Finn fits all 4, then he is your true love. After sharing this method, the friend leaves. And yes, friends, you can try this test too. Alex visits. As usual, he is playing video games and claims he's developing a game. Then he starts sniffing some drug-like powder through his nose and mouth. Alex gets angry. What are you doing, Finn? Finn says, a game should be easier when you're high and harder when you're sober. I'm testing that it's a silly excuse, and he goes right back to playing. He doesn't even pay attention to Alex. Honestly, who would imagine this guy as the father of their future kids? No one. Then Finn finds Alex's to-do list and starts making fun of it. This list? This to-do list? What rubbish. He shows zero respect for Alex's dreams. All he talks about is himself, his game, and his future plan of opening a gaming company, where he says he'll make Alex the CEO. Alex snaps, oh, so basically you want a free worker, and you want me to be that worker, right? Then he sees the tattoo item on her list. Instead of asking what she wants, he shows his own joystick tattoo and says, you should get the same tattoo. By now, Finn has failed all 4 true love questions badly, so Alex decides, enough, this is over. She packs her things and leaves forever. She goes to her mother's house. She can stay there for 90 days as mentioned in the will. Alex starts the tasks. She meets Brad and says, I'm ready to do all the tasks. She also tells him about her breakup. She sees a photo on Brad's desk and asks, who is she? Brad says, my girlfriend. Alex jokes, she's beautiful. Good choice, but your tie is horrible. You really don't know how to pick ties. Then Alex begins her first task. She starts reading Moby Dick. She falls asleep on the train and misses her stop. She tries playing her mom's favorite piano song, fails again. She thinks of getting a tattoo, then drops the idea. Finally, she tries stand-up comedy. She performs at a nearby pub. Brad comes to watch too. One man in the audience keeps teasing her badly, so Alex replies with clever jokes and roasts him openly. Everyone laughs and the man is embarrassed. Someone in the crowd says, it doesn't feel like this is her first time doing stand-up. People clap for her. After completing her first task, Brad gives her Elizabeth's second CD. Since Alex doesn't have a CD player, Brad lets her use his laptop. Elizabeth's second video. In the video, Elizabeth says, I knew you would accept this challenge. Now step out of your safe and boring life. Do something adventurous. And every day, do at least one thing that scares you. And friends, it's true. Many of us are scared to ask for leave, scared to ask for a raise, scared of small things. Elizabeth's advice is perfect. Don't run away from fear. Face it. Do the things that scare you. Brad listens too. After the video, Brad says, I also want to ask my senior lawyer, when will he stop keeping me as an associate? When will he make me a partner? I'll ask him, Alex says. Then ask him now. Brad says, not today, maybe tomorrow or the day after. Next week. Actually, next month sounds better. He laughs and then says, I know a children's shelter home that needs a teacher for 6 months. If you want, I can recommend you. You'll even get paid, Alex agrees. Alex had finished about half of Moby Dick. One day she was reading it on the train when a smart-looking man sitting in front of her said, I tried reading that too, but I couldn't even finish the first chapter. Before they could talk any further, the train got crowded and Alex had to leave. She said bye and got off. Alex then went to the children's shelter home where she was supposed to start teaching. Every child there had a file that explained what upsets them, what helps them, what their strengths and weaknesses are, everything. The senior teacher told her, the teacher who handled these kids is on maternity leave, so for the next 6 months, you'll be teaching them. Alex was still reading the files when the bell rang, and all the kids rushed into the classroom. Getting them to sit quietly was a struggle. The kids were loud and restless. She taught them a chapter and asked them to write about it, but one boy ignored her completely and started drawing instead. Alex took his drawing book away and said, finish your writing first, then you'll get this back. The boy angrily snatched the book from her and walked out. Alex went to complain to the senior teacher. The teacher said, his file clearly says never take away his drawing book. Didn't you read it? Alex replied, I didn't get a chance. The bell rang so fast, the senior teacher then took her to meet the school psychologist. And surprisingly, it was the same man she saw on the train. His name was Alan. He explained gently, don't force him. These kids need time. We help them slowly, not in one day. Alex's next task from her childhood list was make peace, not war, with Dad. So she went to have dinner with her father. He already knew she always arrived late, so he was waiting. And like always, Alex reached late again. During dinner, Alex kept praising her mother and talking about how perfect she was. Her father finally said, she wasn't as perfect as you think. Alex got angry and said, how can you say that? What did she ever do? Did she cheat on you? Her father calmly replied, no. He paid the bill and stood up to leave. Alex couldn't control herself and kept asking the same question again and again. Finally, her father said, about a year before you were born, I found out the truth. From that day, our marriage started falling apart. Later, we separated. Alex was shocked. She gathered her brothers and their wives and said, so Mom and Dad separated before I was born? Does that mean my biological father is someone else? Her father told her, yes. Your biological father was a musician. To find out more, Alex met Brad. They also went tie shopping because Brad had to meet his girlfriend, and he was terrible at choosing ties. Alex picked a perfect tie for him, along with a matching shirt. Later, since Alex finished reading Moby Dick, Brad gave her the next CD from Elizabeth. They talked more openly now. Brad said he was also reading the same book these days. In the new CD, Elizabeth said, learn the piano properly and play my favorite song. You couldn't do it as a child, so do it for me now. Alex went to her childhood piano teacher. The teacher agreed, but only if Alex would perform her first piece on stage like all the other students. Alex accepted and started practicing seriously. Meanwhile, the same boy from Alex's class, the one who loved drawing, received a new drawing book from her and a CD of lessons she had recorded in a fun, musical style. But he threw both things on the road outside. Alex got angry and went to complain to Alan. Alan was supposed to attend a party with his girlfriend that day, but she had canceled on him. He said, it's an important party. I have to go. If you want to talk, come with me. So Alex went along. At the party, a very tall and famous basketball player arrived. Alex asked, can I talk to him? Alan said, of course. Come on, I'll introduce you. Brad and his girlfriend were also at the party. And Alan actually knew Brad's girlfriend because she had once dated Alan long ago. They broke up, but the past still felt awkward. While Brad and Alan talked about that, they noticed Alex laughing and chatting confidently with the basketball player. He even gave her his email. Alan smiled and said, wow, you actually pulled that off. And while talking afterward, Alex and Alan unexpectedly kissed. A few months passed. Alex and Alan were now officially dating and very close. She even introduced him to her family. There was still no information about her biological father. Meanwhile, Alex had become very good at piano, and she performed beautifully on stage for the first time. After that performance, she received the next CD from her mother. Elizabeth used to make Alex and her brothers wash cars when they were kids, and all the money they earned, she secretly donated it to orphanages. The kids had no idea. They always thought they'd save that money to buy gaming devices. In her next video, Elizabeth tells this truth and then gives Alex her next task: make a positive change in someone's life. To complete it, Alex organizes a donation camp for an orphanage. She even invites the famous basketball player she met earlier as the special guest. Huge crowds come just to see him, and Alex also plays basketball with him. The orphanage kids are super happy. After this task, Alex receives another CD from her mother. In the next CD, Elizabeth says, "Learn driving." Alex had written written that on her to-do list too. Alex learns to drive, but she drives in a zigzag, messy way. At school, she tells the kids to write something. Surprisingly, the same boy who never listens and always draws actually writes everything she asked. And then he turns his writing into a beautiful drawing. The boy is truly talented, just troubled. Alex realizes that she is genuinely improving his life. Meanwhile, Alex and Alan become even closer. She introduces him to her friends. One day, Alex sees her dad across the street. He waves quickly and rushes into a taxi. Then she meets Brad, who gives her the next CD. Brad also says he hired a detective agency to find her biological father. "I already paid them," he says. "Return it whenever you can." No rush, Alex feels so grateful she kisses Brad on the cheek. Later, she and Brad talk for a long time in the park about their relationships. But things start getting complicated with Alan. Alex always goes to his place, so she finally asks, "Why don't you ever come to my house? You always pull me into your world. Can't you come into mine?" Alan agrees. But that same evening, Alan's writer friends visit and want to meet Alex, so she goes to his place instead. One friend has written a book, and everyone starts discussing it. Alex honestly says, "Sorry, I haven't read your book." Alan feels a little hurt. After a month, Alan finally moves into Alex's house, exactly what she wanted. Alex also invites her entire family. They talk loudly, interrupt each other, joke around. Total chaos. Alan feels uncomfortable because he's never lived in such a noisy, messy, loving environment. He thinks nobody listens to anyone. Then someone casually says, Alex still hasn't found her true love. If she had, she would have checked off that point on her list. Hearing this, Alan feels insulted. That night, he asks Alex angrily, "So, I'm not your true love?" This leads to a fight, and Alan storms out. Meanwhile, the detective agency finally finds Alex's biological father, living very far away. So Alex, Brad, and Brad's girlfriend drive together to meet him. When they reach the hotel, Alex and Brad handle the reception, but the way they talk and behave makes Brad's girlfriend uneasy. She starts thinking the two of them are getting too close. She becomes jealous and quietly leaves for the city, convinced that Brad and Alex are falling for each other. Alex and Brad each settle into their own rooms. The next morning, they go together to meet her real father. Alex asks, "Is your girlfriend not coming?" Brad says, "She had some urgent work." She went back. They reach a restaurant where her father, a musician, is performing live. Alex and Brad keep staring at him, and he notices. He comes over jokingly and asks, "Do you guys want a selfie or something?" But the moment Brad says Alex's name, the man instantly understands. This is his daughter. Alex sits with her biological father while Brad waits at another table. She quietly asks, "Did you never want to meet me all these years?" He sighs and says, "I actually came once. You even stepped outside. But just then, your dad, the man who raised you, came home. The moment you saw him, your whole face lit up. You ran into his arms. He lifted you, played with you, and took you inside. Watching you that happy, I understood. He was giving you more love than I ever could. To me, he is your real father." He's then called back on stage and leaves. A heavy burden falls off Alex's heart. She takes Brad's hand and walks out, emotional. They return to their rooms, but something feels different, like they're meant to be. There's a door between their rooms. They open it and end up getting intimate. The next morning, Alex feels guilty. Brad reassures her, "My girlfriend and I broke up yesterday. She didn't leave for work. I lied. She left because she thought I was more comfortable with you." This makes Alex feel even worse. They drive back silently. Brad finally says, "Don't blame yourself. I liked you from the first day." Alex replies, "You should have told me before, last night. If I knew I caused your breakup, I wouldn't have crossed that line." She leaves. When she reaches home, Alan is waiting and says he missed her. But Alex tells him, "You like me, but you don't accept my family or my world, and I can't leave the people I love just to fit into yours." They break up. In anger, Alex tears up her entire to-do list. "This stupid list has messed up my whole life." The next day, she sees a bus with a huge ad for Finn's game. Her ex actually finished it, and it's now being promoted. Shocked, she heads to school, where she briefly crosses paths with Alan. Both seem to have moved on. Back home, her brothers have set up a full moon camping spot for her, completing one of her childhood wishes. They spend the night under the moon, laughing and remembering old times. Later, they go to the rooftop and ask her to show Mom's CDs. Alex plays all the videos. In one, Elizabeth laughs about how the kids thought they'd buy video games with the money from washing cars, but she secretly donated every penny to orphanages. The siblings laugh at how innocent they were. Alex then shows them the tattoo she finally got, even though Mom had jokingly written, "Don't do this one," on the list. Alex goes to meet her real dad, not the biological one, but the man who raised her with love. For the first time ever, she arrives on time. The moment she sees him, she hugs him tightly. Now she truly understands. The man who loved her, cared for her, and stood by her was her real father all along. It's a deeply emotional moment, and with this, she completes another task, making peace with her dad. After that, Alex goes to Brad's office with a gift for him, but Brad isn't there, only his senior lawyer. She asks where Brad is, and the senior Sr. says, "He's busy. He's a partner now." Alex is shocked. "How did that happen so suddenly?" The senior laughs and explains, "He barged into my office, yelled about how much he's done for this firm, and demanded to know why he wasn't partner yet. I was actually waiting for him to finally show that courage, so I made him partner." He looks at the gift and says, "Is that for him?" Alex nods. "Yes, he's a great lawyer, but he can't choose a tie to save his life, so I bought him one." Then she sighs and says, "I finished every task my mom gave me, except finding true love. Maybe it's just not meant for me." The senior lawyer then reads Elizabeth's final letter. In it, she writes, "Finding true love in 6 months is silly. I spent my whole life searching and never found it. I would never expect my daughter to find it this quickly. The fact that she tried is enough." Elizabeth had instructed him to give Alex her final gift, even if she failed the last task. The gift is a CD and a legal document saying Elizabeth's house will belong to Alex, but only after Alex finds herself and understands what she truly wants in life. She can live in it or rent it out. All maintenance and taxes will be paid through the interest of a fixed deposit Elizabeth set up for her. Elizabeth planned everything so Alex would never struggle. Hearing this, Alex breaks down crying. The senior lawyer panics and says, "Oh no, please don't cry. I'm allergic to tears. I'll call Brad right now." And he runs out in a hurry. Alex goes home and plays the last CD from her mother. On the screen, Elizabeth appears and says, "Sweetheart, you finally completed everything, but don't stop now. Keep growing. Keep pushing yourself. Keep chasing every dream that scares you. And if you still haven't found your true love, don't worry. Even if it takes your whole life, don't stop trying." Suddenly, young Alex appears in the old footage and asks, "Mom, what are you doing?" This was recorded years ago, when little Alex had no idea that her mother was secretly making these CDs for her future. Elizabeth smiles at her daughter and says, "This is my new project, sweetheart." But young Alex didn't know that these videos were meant to guide her after her mother was gone. Little Alex hugs her mother tightly and says with tears, "I don't know how I'll live without you, Mom. I'll miss you so much." Elizabeth holds her close and whispers, "I love you, sweetheart." Then she looks at the camera one last time and says softly, "Bye." This moment is incredibly emotional. Alex tries to control her tears, but she's overwhelmed. And right there, she finally understands. Brad is her true love. Alex drives to Brad's house. Alex had learned driving and even got her license, but she still drove slower than cyclists. Somehow nervous and shaking, she manages to reach Brad's house. Brad is asleep inside when he suddenly hears a loud crash. He runs outside and finds Alex's car has bumped into his. He shouts, "Why did you hit my car? And why are you here? Do you want to be friends again? Because we're not right for each other. We just won't work." He turns to go back in. Alex says softly, "I didn't come here to be your friend. I came to take a step beyond that." Brad freezes. Slowly, he turns around. Alex walks up to him and says, "When people are angry, their words shouldn't be taken seriously. Maybe I made that mistake too." She takes a breath and continues, "I used to talk with my friends about true love. We had 4 questions. If one person fits all 4, he's the one." She begins. Question 1, does your partner care for you? You always cared for me. Question 2, can you share everything in your heart without fear? The day I met you, you were just a lawyer to me, but somehow I felt so comfortable that I told you everything about my past. Question 3, does your partner help you become the best version of yourself? Whatever I am today, it's because of you. You helped me find myself. Then Alex shows him her phone. Question 4, can you imagine him as the father of your children? She looks into his eyes and says, "There is no one else I can imagine in that place, except you." She hugs him tightly. Brad hugs her back and they kiss. A perfect, warm, happy ending. And that's where the movie ends, friends. Now you finally know why Elizabeth didn't leave her property directly to Alex, and why she gave her a list of tasks instead. She wanted Alex to grow, to discover herself, to feel every emotion fully before receiving the gift she truly deserved. Friends, comments are open. Tell me how you liked the story. If you enjoyed the video, the explanation, and the journey, do like it, share it, and spread it everywhere. Thanks for watching.